The Heelist of Balors is back on the channel. As you can see by the title, it's time to talk AEW Worlds End, the final pay-per-view of AEW, and the final pay-per-view of 2025 professional wrestling style for the big companies. So, it's looking pretty good. It is looking good. I love Worlds End. Love AEW. Who doesn't love AEW? Who doesn't love professional wrestling? Let's get into the card. We have a total of 8 matches, and we kick it off with the Continental Classic semifinals, as we have the Rainmakers, Kazuchika Okada, going up against Konosuke Takeshita. This has been a long time coming. Of course, stuff with the Don Callis family and going back and forth. And can they coexist? And we're finally here, the match. Finally here. And it's going to be a banger. It's going to be so much fun. 2 great styles. 2 fantastic professional wrestlers. I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. Who do I have taking home the dub? I got Konosuke Takeshita getting the win over Okada. I think it's the right move. I think it's the right thing to do. And if Okada wins, I won't be upset either. But I think he's taking the L here. Give it to Takeshita. Give him the dub. And plus, dude, let them go at least 20 to 30 minutes. Let them cook, I guess. Let them cook, as the kids say. I have Konosuke Takeshita beating Okada in the semifinals of the Continental Classic, so I'm going with Takeshita. In the other semifinals, we have Kyle Fletcher versus John Moxley, the former AEW World Champion versus the former TNT Champion. Okay, this should be fun. Another styles right here, which should be pretty good on display. I'm looking forward to this one. Fletcher just lost the TNT Championship, of course, to Mark Briscoe. And, of course, John Moxley just got done hanging out with, doing some stuff with the Death Riders and all that stuff. He's still moping and doping and tapping out. We all know what John's doing. Come on. Tapping out. Tap, tap, tap. Anyways. Besides all that, man, I think this should be fun. Obviously, Mox, one of my dudes out there. Fletcher is amazing. By the way, happy belated birthday to Kyle Fletcher, by the way. Happy belated birthday to the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher. Like I said, two dynamics. It's going to be a fun match regardless. I got Kyle Fletcher winning, man. I think he's taking it. Mox, you cool. You great. I'm glad you're no longer the world champion. And plus, your downfall is still going to be studied. I got Kyle Fletcher getting the win over you, which will lead into the finals of the AEW Continental Classic, which I have Konosuke Takeshita going up against Kyle Fletcher. Please and thank you. That would and probably will be a freaking classic between these two. I mean, it culminates, of course, with the Continental Champion being crowned, which, again, I am honestly going to go with Kyle Fletcher. I'm going to go with the Proto Star to become the new AEW Continental Champion, winning the entire tournament. He's had a year. He has had a fantastic year, and it's nothing against Takeshita at all. He's great. He's awesome. Don't get me wrong. But honestly, having Fletcher be the one to go on to win the whole tournament, dude, he's had a good year. Not saying Takeshita's not a good year, man. Fletcher's just on another level. I really think you should reward him with that. He's got becoming the TNT champ. So here's another championship for him. And plus, Takeshita's got his stuff coming up in New Japan Pro Wrestling, so at Tokyo Dome. I mean, he could still win this whole thing. I would not mind, but I don't know, man. I got my money on Kyle Fletcher winning the whole tournament. So that's why I got the Proto Star to beat Konosuke Takeshita to become AEW Continental Champion. We have Darby Allin versus Gabe Kidd up next. All right, this stands for, I believe, Blood and Guts. Gabe Kidd, of course, set the tables on fire, and then basically, of course, everyone in the Death Riders threw Darby Allin off of the whole scaffolding thing, through the flaming tables and all that, and, of course, the thing that Gabe Kidd set on fire, and I believe that Gabe Kidd pushed Darby Allin down a bunch of stairs on Dynamite. So, all right, there's that. This should be something. There's really not much to say about this one. This is going to be a brawl, a big brawl. It's going to be a lot of dangerous stuff going on in this match. Darby, we all know how great he is. Gabe Kidd, I've seen a bit of his work. He's all right. He's a brawling son of a gun. Good gosh. But I'm going to be intrigued. Plus, his match with Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom this year was pretty fun as well. So, hey, the guy can go. But I got Darby getting the win, honestly. I think, let's give the Darbers some dubs. I'm never saying that again. Let's give Darby some dubs. I'm never saying that again. That's not against Gabe Kidd or anything like that. Darby's going to get the win. That's what I got. Darby Allin to beat Gabe Kidd. We have FTR against the Bang Bang Gang for the Tag Team Championship in the Chicago Street Fight. All right, there's not much to say about this one. Honestly, of course, FTR is still the tag champs, and I got a good feeling who they might be dropping them to, but those people aren't here just about yet. So, with that being said, the Bang Bang Gang is what we got. All right, should be something. Should be a fun little match. I mean, there's not much to say about it, to be honest with you. FTR are going to win. But again, the Bang Bang Gang, come on. They are cool. I just want the Acclaimed back on my big television. Come on now. I know they're on Collision, I believe, whatever, but please put them back together. Come on now. Let's start forget. They already are together, but still, you know what I mean. Put them back on Dynamite. Come on now. I miss the Acclaimed. Anyways, besides all that, I have FTR getting the win and retaining the Tag Team Championships. They ain't dropping them just yet. Nah. They ain't dropping them just yet. FTR to beat the Bang Bang Gang. We have the Babes of Wrath defending their newly won Tag Team Championship. Of course, Harley Cameron and Will Nightingale, the inaugural champs, defending against Mercedes Moné and Athena. All right. This honestly, I thought was going to be I think everyone thought this was going to be the finals of the tournament for the women's tag belts, and no, it was not. It was not. It was Mina Shirakawa and Toni Storm, and surprisingly, the Babes of Wrath won. All right, good. That's a big surprise there. So this should really be something. Of course, Mercedes just lost another belt to Alex Winslar this past, I think last week on Dynamite and all that stuff. So there's that, and she's crashing down more and more and more. Athena's still ROH Women's Champion. So, all right, cool, nice. This should be a fun match. It really should be. The downfall of Mercedes has just been fun to watch. It's just been her mannerisms, the character she's been portraying. It's just been hilarious. I didn't think we all pictured this where this is going to go. And plus her teaming up with Athena should be fun. I think that's going to the Babes of Wrath aren't losing in their first title defense. They could. I wouldn't be surprised, but they're going to keep it on. Plus you got the downfall, of course, Mercedes, right then and there. They're not jeopardizing that. So I got, the Babes of Wrath definitely retaining the tag team titles over Mercedes Moné and Athena. For the AEW Women's World Championship, my girl, Chris Statlander, defending the AEW Women's World title against Jamie Hayter. All right. A little tough competition here. All right. Should be something. Last week on Dynamite, the Sisters of Sin, and you had Tekla. They attacked, of course, Jamie Hayter. They laid her out, and then Stat came out. And then basically they all moved out of the way and Stat ate the Haterade to the face. So yeah. All right. This should be fun. Of course, Jamie is a former women's world champ herself. So it's a little bit of a test for Stat. There's no doubt in my mind that she's retaining. I mean, she's not losing it just yet. Not even close. And she should hold it forever because I say so. I really am looking forward to this one. Should be a very big battle here with these two. And obviously, Stat's retaining. Jamie's cool. The only reason I could see her winning is for shock and awe. I don't think it's going to happen. Stat's walking out the winner. She's retaining her title. Jamie, I could see turning heel, though, at the end of it. I could see her turning heel. But, hey, regardless of what happens, my girl Stat's walking out the champ. Still the winner. Still AEW Women's World Champion, Chris Statlander. We move. And then the main event for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship as Samoa Joe, the defending champion, defends against Swerve Strickland, my boy, my other guy, Hangman Page, and you're back. Oh, MJF. I'm kidding. I already knew you came back. MJF, who came back last week, and he said cashed in his freaking casino gauntlet chip thing from All In and all that. And here we go. He's in the world title picture. And honestly, this is going to be insane. Last year, we had a Fatal 4 for the World Championship. This year, we got a freaking Fatal 4 for the World Championship. Is this going to be a thing going forward in AEW? I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind it, honestly. But, hey, I mean, do what you got to do, I guess. There's a lot of stories intertwined with this. Swerve and Hangman, obviously. Joe and Swerve. Hangman and Joe. MJF and Swerve. Hey, there's so many dynamics that's tied together in this story that I can't take my eyes off of it. And Hangman just lost the title, sadly. Swerve has never regained the championship ever since losing it to Bryan Danielson. Samoa Joe just won the world title off of Hangman Page. And MJF has not been world champion since 2023. The devil is in for his due. But will he win the title? We're going to find out because, like I said, a lot of stories are intertwined. I'm going with Samoa Joe to retain the AEW World Championship. I think they're going to wait for a while, maybe until Revolution, to crown the Devil in MJF. Let Joe run with the championship into the new year. Just, come on now. Just let Joe have his moment. Come on. Then he can drop it at Revolution. Probably to MJF, but still, I would have Samoa Joe retain the AEW World Championship. Plus, you have the dynamic between the three others with Swerve, with Hangman, their history. And, of course, you have the whole thing with MJF, of course, in the fold. So I got this wild feeling that there's going to be a lot of shenanigans that's going to come into play. Plus, you have the Ops out there and whatever the heck they're going to do. That's going to help Joe capitalize and retaining the World Championship. Let Samoa Joe retain. That's who I'm picking. The Samoan submission machine to walk out the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Still, your AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Samoa Joe. And that is my predictions for AEW Worlds End. Man, oh man, 2025 has been insane for AEW and professional wrestling as a whole. Oh wow, let's see how they end off the year with this show. I can't wait. And we'll see what happens next in the new year for AEW. I'm the heelest of battlers. Please too sweet the lightman down below. Subscribe to this, like this one, follow at Twitter Heel Battler, Instagram Heel Battler YT. And I will see you all on the next one. Too sweet and peace out.